So here's a quick one about installing a step-down transformer. This one is a really easy one, so I thought I'd make a little video about it. So we need 24 volts for our plant controller, and there's no control on this boiler at all. Everything is mechanical, so there's no source of 24 volts. So we're going to add the step-down transformer. So a good place to add a step-down transformer is, now, it has to be run off of a constant source of power. You don't want something that's switched. Like you wouldn't want to add a transformer to a light ballast, right? Because the lights are going to get turned off. So you need to make sure that your power source is constant. A good place to find a constant power source is at a receptacle. So they made this really easy for me because they have a deep box, and they also mark circuit number 47, which is in the breaker panel over there, number 47. So I use my meter to verify that it was dead and pulled it out, knocked out one of these knockouts, and now I know it's 120 because all receptacles are 120 volt. So when I selected my transformer, I'm not going to use one of my more expensive multi-taps. I'm just going to select a transformer for the one that I need. I'm not going to waste like a 277 480 transformer. I'm just going to select the one that I know I need and put it in. So it goes right in the knockout, and then you need to look at your primary colors and your secondary colors. You know, you've got a line side, which is going to be the 120 volt, and then you've got the load side, which will be the 24 volt, or high side and low side. So it'll tell you right on there what you've got, and this one says black is the 120 and white is the neutral, and then the secondary is the white and white yellow. So, you know, with 120 volt on a receptacle, it really ought to be white for neutral. So I'll just use white in this wire nut with these neutrals and black in this wire nut with these blues. The other way you can tell is that the hot will be with the smaller, you know, this one's small and this one's big. The big one is the neutral, the small one is the hot. So once I get the high side wired in, I'll put the receptacle cover back on. I'll have the low voltage run out, you know, maybe knock out another knockout and put a little bushing or bushing there. Run the low voltage up and over to the plant controller. Okay, so here's what it looks like when it's all wired in. Neutral from the transformer to neutral. Hot to hot. And then on the low side, doesn't really matter, it's arbitrary. And I went with this clamp because I don't want people sticking their finger in there. So the low voltage just runs out, 24 volts runs out. Follow this conduit over and tie in. Okay, so I got it back together, and I want to show you, that's how you check with your meter to be sure that the circuit is off. This particular meter will beep, which is nice. So you set it to AC voltage. Put your leads in there. So got the power back on and transformer's working.